Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. Now, the content that I'm going to show you right now is something that I am amped about. The names have been released on the Weaponization of Government Against Americans Committee. This is something you're going to want to see because there are 2A powerhouses on this committee, and this is going to lead to some very good things. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one, and please send this one out. And if you are a new or returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning the notification bell on. We need as many of you as possible to get in the fold, be counted amongst family, so we can pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation. And thank you so much in advance for your consideration. And if you have not checked out Tim and I's new channel, Second Legacy, Tim from Military Arms Channel, we are doing a deep dive. We're doing longer form content. We are getting into the deep details, which will allow us to fight even further as we go together to defend that Second Amendment. And thank you so much again for checking that out as well. But, my brothers and sisters, I have got to show you this because I am genuinely excited about the people that McCarthy named to this. You remember that whole McCarthy speakership fight? The media said it was just a clown show. It was something bad. Nothing good would come from it. Really? Well, look what they were able to negotiate. We've been covering this a lot. Listen to the names. This is incredible. McCarthy names GOP members to run sweeping investigations panel. That is the Weaponization of Government Against Americans panel. That's one of the things they got in the speakership fight, all right? As expected, Representative Jim Jordan will run the subcommittee. Amazing. It will also include a handful of the Speaker's allies and 2 of his detractors. Now, I'm about to show you the list, but keep in mind, Jim Jordan is leading this subcommittee. He's also the chairman of the Judiciary. This is really, really good because Jim Jordan just sent a letter to the ATF saying you're usurping the power of Congress by your executive actions through Chevron deference. This is big, and it's hard to overstate. But let's get into this. Speaker Kevin McCarthy has named a mixed bag of members to the Republicans' sprawling investigative panel, including conservative hardliners, leadership allies, and Representative Jim Jordan, who represents a combination of both, to lead it. Listen to this list. I'm going to go down and tell you which ones are extremely good for you and I on the 2A side. Chairman Jim Jordan, excellent. Representative Darrell Issa, meh. Thomas Massie, member of the Second Amendment Coalition, or Second Amendment Caucus, rather. Very, very good. Chris Stewart, Elise Stefanik. Elise Stefanik is kind of like an amalgamation, pro and con. She's kind of meh. Mike Johnson, Chip Roy, amazing. Chip Roy is extremely pro 2A, excellent stuff there. He's also fighting in the Judiciary Committee against Jerry Nadler and David Cicilline during the assault weapons ban fight that we dealt with. Kelly Armstrong, Greg Stube. Greg Stube also fought against Jerry Nadler and David Cicilline on the Judiciary Committee against all the bills that the Biden administration pushed through the House. Awesome choice. Dan Bishop, incredible choice. Dan Bishop went against Jerry Nadler. In fact, he even trapped him in saying common use 3 different times in the Judiciary Committee. Very, very good choice. Kat Kamek, no idea. And Harriet Hageman, that's the person who replaced Liz Cheney. And that's just sweet irony. Now, that's the list itself. Let me go a little bit further in showing you what they're saying on Politico. The California Republican on Tuesday evening appointed a dozen GOP lawmakers, including Jordan, to a select subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government. Republicans are expected to use it as a probe amongst other targets. The FBI, Justice Department, ATF is under that one, and the intelligence committee agencies at the center of some of their biggest recent gripes. Now, keep in mind, it's kind of fresh what the ATF just did with their interpretation, which would impact gun owners across the United States. And Jim Jordan and the 2A caucus members and the Second Amendment proponents are on this committee. Very, very good things. The panel is the product of a weeks-long negotiation between McCarthy and his right flank as he locked down the votes to ultimately win a historic 15-ballot fight for the Speaker's gavel. Conservatives had initially pushed for a select committee, but GOP leadership instead offered a subcommittee housed under House Judiciary Committee that Jordan also leads. This is because we had about 20 members stand up on the Republican side and actually resist the Rhino establishment. This is what caused Dan Crenshaw to go up and say they're terrorists, which we know is not true, which he then had to backpedal really hard on CNN of all places. Every single thing that we do, small, large, or in this case, epic, has an outcome, has an effect. It's a long fight. It's going to take it step by step by step, but this is the stuff that we need to see. Imagine the things we're going to cover on this channel from this committee for our 2A rights. I'm very excited. Got a couple more things for you. Listen to what the Democrats are saying, because they'll always tell you what they're afraid of. Democrats still need to recommend their own members to the panel. As part of the resolution that greenlit it, Representative Jerry Nadler, the high-waisted fiend, automatically gets a seat due to his perch as top Democrat on the Judiciary Committee. He's also the guy who chaired the entire thing for H.R. 1808, H.R. 1446, all the things. The panel, which the House approved earlier this month along a party line vote, is already a lightning rod for Democratic criticism. Wonder why. The Biden administration and their allies, who view it as a vehicle for Republicans to use their new majority to enact political revenge. What would they need to do any kind of political revenge for? That's an outside-of-the-box question, but I digress. This is so strong, and the potential is so great for what we're going to uncover and be able to cover on this channel for this stuff in a forward momentum for the Second Amendment. It's hard to overstate it. And the Democrats are already telling you they're terrified because they're making a lightning rod from the White House. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Check out Second Legacy, and I will see you on the next episode. I'm Braden. See you later.